The new BMW X2 is an exception to the rule that two is more than one. Based on the same platform as the boxier X1, the subcompact X2 is the slightly less practical, albeit sportier-looking version of BMW's smallest SUV. The second-generation X2 wears an angrier smile and has as many exhaust tips as it does pistons. Both the 241 HP xDrive 28i and M35i xDrive use a turbocharged inline four-cylinder with a dual-clutch automatic transmission and all-wheel drive, but the M adds muscle with 312 horsepower, bigger brakes, and a higher top speed. It also comes with many M-powered blue, purple, and red trimmings that typically accompany BMW's motorsport-fueled sub-brand. Regardless of which version you choose, you'll find that the X2 drives much the same as its X1 sibling while offering an extra measure of exclusivity and style for those who are fans of its sloped roof shape. What's new for 2024? The X2 begins its second generation this year, growing in size while taking on a sleeker coupe-like shape. The X2 now comes with all-wheel drive as standard equipment and a boost in horsepower from the X2's revised power plant, which gives it more attitude than before. Pricing and which one to buy. The price of the 2024 BMW X2 starts at $42,995 and goes up to $52,395 depending on the trim and options. The xDrive 28i comes with a ton of standard features, such as 19-inch wheels, a giant infotainment display, LED headlights, and active blind spot detection. But the X2's extroverted styling begs for maximum performance, and the M35i trim boosts horsepower to 312 ponies and brings with it even racier styling elements. Its price is much higher than the base trim, so we'd go light on options to avoid breaking the bank. We would, however, suggest springing for the M Sport seats, which are wrapped in a combination of leather and faux suede. Engine, transmission, and performance. The X2 xDrive 28i is powered by a 241 HP turbocharged 2.0-liter inline-four engine bolted to a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. But the M35i xDrive is the hot rod X2. With upgraded engine internals and extra boost pressure, the Turbo 4 produces 312 horsepower in the M35i. Both versions of the X2 come standard with all-season tires, but the M35i xDrive gets larger 20-inch wheels. Top speed is limited to 130 mph for both models, while equipped with all-season rubber. But upgrading to performance summer rubber increases the M35i xDrive's top speed to 155 mph. Cornering grip is plentiful, and the X2's steering is precise, but it feels heavy and is light on feedback. The xDrive 28i is less fun to drive than the M35i, with less grip and a less responsive engine, but it's still quick enough for most buyers. In our testing, the xDrive 28i got to 60 mph in 5.7 seconds, a bit slower than the comparable X1, which did the deed in 5.4 seconds. The X2 M35i was significantly quicker, getting to 60 mph in 4.7 seconds, which matches the X1 M35i we tested. Fuel economy and real-world MPG. The most efficient X2 is the xDrive 28i model, which earned EPA estimates of 24 mpg city and 33 mpg highway. The high-performance M35i isn't too far behind, though, and its ratings are only 1 mph lower in both metrics. In our real-world 75 mph highway fuel economy test, the X2 xDrive 28i beat its EPA estimate, earning a result of 35 mph. For more information about the X2's fuel economy, visit the EPA's website, Interior, Comfort, and Cargo. The inside of the new X2 looks a lot like the boxier X1's, but with a touch less headroom and cargo space. The design is modern and tech-focused, with a floating center console dividing the two front seats and sporting a toggle switch for a gear selector. A large cubby beneath the console is roomy enough for a small bag, and a bin at the bottom of the dash is perfect for stashing your smartphone. A wireless smartphone charging pad is located there in some models. The M35i wears a racier design with available sport seats that can be wrapped in leather or a combination of leather and faux suede. The rear seats can be folded in a 40-20-40 split and can accommodate up to 51 cubic feet of cargo space while folded. Remote start and heated front seats and steering wheel are both optional. Infotainment and connectivity. Every X2 comes with BMW's large curved instrument panel display. The 10.3-inch portion of the display is the gauge cluster, showing speed and other driving info, while a 10.7-inch sister screen illustrates infotainment controls. The system has a plethora of configurability, arguably too many than necessary, but this gives every X2 wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capability. A wireless smartphone charger is standard on the M35i xDrive and available with the optional convenience equipment package for the xDrive 28i. Limited warranty covers 4 years or 50,000 miles. Powertrain warranty covers 4 years or 50,000 miles. Complimentary maintenance is covered for 3 years or 36,000 miles.